What is up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Today we are here at Lake Julian Disc Golf Course for another disc review, and this time we're not doing this S-Line TD. We've already done that one. We're doing the new James Conrad MVP Trail in Neutron plastic. It says it's a 10.5 -1.1. We're going to test it right next to the S-Line TD, which is a 10.6 -2.1. So theoretically this should be a touch flippier than this disc. Also, something to know, and other people have done videos and reviews on this disc and they pointed this out, this 10 speed it almost feels like a 9 speed, so it feels like a small 10 speed. This 10 speed almost feels like an 11 speed. So this is on the big end of 10 and this is on the small end of 10. We're going to toss them off today a couple of different times, different styles of throws. Starting off with the mid pad for hole 12, I'm going to throw both of these on a forehand. Let's start with the S-Line TD. Not fully to flat, but it stood up a little bit. This one, especially newer Neutron plastic from MVP, tends to be a little bit more stable. This is only 170, so it's not like a max weight driver, but it's up there. Yeah, so pretty similar. Let's go put them through their paces. The flight numbers seem like they're probably going to hold up to accurate-ish flight numbers as compared to each other, at least. So let's go throw them some more. Hole 13 is very definitely a type of shot where I would use a disc like this. I'm gonna put it I want it to be mostly straight with just a touch of a drift to the right. So this -1, this -2 might give me what we're looking for. We're rotating the tee order, so trail's up first. I'm gonna put this pretty close to flat and see if it pulls over to the right. It's got a lot of glide, so hopefully it'll get there. Slipped out of my hand a little bit, so it was a little bit high, but it did give me a nice little drift over to the right before it finished. Hopefully I can hold on to this one a little better. No, I threw that one on hyzer. So I got the stand up, didn't get the drift because I threw it on too much hyzer. Both of these discs have incredible glide potential, so I'm not actually gonna throw them backhand off of this tee pad, because if I threw them backhand, I'm going too far with an essence. So these two discs have the capability to go way too far and get extremely lost. Don't want to do that, so I'm going to throw them both on a forehand. Just a real soft hyzer. Let's see if they flip up and turn, or if they flip up to flat and just hold it, or if they just stay on hyzer. Let's see what happens. Little wobbly. Pretty short. That was very wobbly. Still very wobbly. They had pretty much the same flight path, but one of them I threw on a bit more hyzer and a bit higher. So it's gonna stall a little bit quicker just because it's higher in the air. So similar flights that you're gonna get out of both of these. As far as I've thrown them so far, the trail flies amazing. It flies similar to like a beat-in Star Wraith. If you've ever thrown one of those, or if you're looking to get one of those, like, it's a little bit easier to throw, a little bit easier on your arm, and you don't have to have 60 miles an hour of backhand power to be able to get it to do that flight. It's gonna hold that flight a little bit easier because it's a little bit of a smaller rim. So I do bag a disc similar to the TD. I bag the Essence from Discmania, which is an 8.6 -2.1, and then I also bag a PD, which is 10.403. So this kind of falls in between the two different levels of disc that I have right there in that kind of area. So trail's not going into my bag right now. I'm gonna keep it around, possibly play around with it some more as a possibility of going into my bag, because my game is changing a little bit as we're going through this season. So it's possible I might be starting to reach for a disc more like this. But if you're looking for a little bit more user-friendly, I think the trail is gonna be a little bit more user-friendly. It's on the smaller end of the 10 speed, so it's gonna feel like it's a 9 speed. It's gonna feel more comfortable, a little bit easier to get that flight that you're looking for. Whereas the trail, it's more user-friendly than a lot of the big rimmed, like destroyer type discs. And it's gonna give you a little bit straighter of a flight, but it is still on the bigger end of the 10 speed spectrum. So you're still gonna have to kind of throw it to get it to do what you want it to do, unless you're just expecting a slightly overstable 10 to 11 speed driver. I'm gonna throw them all, both off of here once more. Trails first, Discmania Swirly S-Line TD, and then see how far we can get them to rip. Not really caring about the Mando sign right now because there's nobody on 19. Let's go for full max distance here. I mean, that's pretty straight to about 415. I don't normally throw that far with a 10-speed disc, so it's pretty good. It'll give you a lot more distance than you're looking for if you throw another 10 speeds in that slot. That one's pretty good. Let's see what the TD can do. Oh, I threw it so low. But that's still over 400 as well. So user-friendly options. Probably the TD is going to be what you're looking for. If you want something a little bit beefier, or just to give you that extra little bit of push, if you can throw a little bit faster, that trail is going to be amazing. If you enjoy content like this, make sure to like the video. If you want to see something new, make sure to comment that down below. Make sure to subscribe for the subscriber only giveaways and for all the new content as soon as it drops. Until next time, see you out on the course.